Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Kelly. So we're on our next part for the mixed media piece. Now, you can see this is all dry. We use napkins and just some random scrapbook paper, and I left a lot of this still white. Now, it's funny, but I have model. I call it molding paste. It's modeling paste. It's whatever. I have a great recipe for it that I'm going to put down below in the description, the link to it, to make your own modeling paste. It's basically white school glue, baby powder, and white acrylic paint, which I always suggest to get store brand from Michael's or AC Moore, their store brand. I can't think of their name off the top of the head. But hey, if you don't have the money, but you have some acrylic paint at home, use whatever color you have to mix in, to give it a little bit of color and a little bit more of the thickness, and, it'll work fine. Now, I don't know if you guys can see. I think you can. I just put a little bit of modeling paste here because it's not going to dry, in time for me to do anything. And my one container that I just opened, which that's why I'm laughing. I have this big modeling paste that I bought from Liquitex. I don't know when I bought it, but it is all dried out. Don't let this happen to you. I'm going to try to reconstitute it because that's an awful lot, but I'm not going to do that now. So let me just put the lid back on here, which... why put the frickin' lid back on if it's, this is why you don't buy stuff with coupons and buy the biggest one they have, because you get a good price unless you use it every day. Now, you can use, what's it called? Caulk, which I've showed caulk before. I've also used caulk to make molds. So you can use caulk to do this, kitchen bathroom caulk that you can paint over. And you can use, like I said, I had done a recipe for gesso and for molding paste and what was the other thing? I can't recall. Iridescent medium. And those are fantastic. I had them. I used old containers of like cheese or, whatever, and I put mine in there and it lasted and I used it all. And I know so many people who have followed the recipe and have also used it very successfully and kept it very successfully. And plus, if you look it up, there's so many different recipes for it. I'll put my link down below for you to check it out if you're interested. And I'm always like, hey, go to the dollar store, get yourself, your white school glue, get yourself baby powder, get yourself, you can, some dollar stores sell the white paint or whatever color paint, so it's inexpensive. So that's pretty much where we are. What I'm going to do right now, though, I'm going to take, I got these are from, they're in Endless Inspirations, and they're stencils, and these are from Angie Pearson. She sent me a bunch of them. I will put her link down below. Now, she has tons, I mean, you're going to see me use quite a bit of her stencils. I'm going to have, what's that? I'm going to have a giveaway for stencils. I was blessed and lucky enough to get a Brother Scan and Cut. So I'm going to make a few stencils to do giveaways. I know that's one of the most wanted things when you're starting out with mixed media. I can't think of the language I want to say, like how I want to say it. Is to have different stencils to do. That's why I have the kids foam paper, so you can make texture and all these things when I do giveaways. So I'm going to do a couple stencils and do giveaways on them. So if you could let me know down below, what kind of things would you like a stencil made of? Do you want me to draw a figure and do a figure on stencil? Do you have a certain, I don't know, pattern that you really dig, that you see somewhere that you want, just a couple stencils just to help somebody out. So just let me know down below. But right now I'm using, these are Endless Inspirations. Go check her out. Even though I'm going to be doing stencils as well, I love to, she's been very kind to me, Angie, and she has sent me stencils and I use them quite a bit. And, so I love pimping other people's stuff. I love getting everybody out there, and there's room enough for all of us to have stuff and sell it. So she does make great quality stuff. And she also sells cross stitch stuff and patterns and all kinds of stuff. So I'll put her link down below. Go check it out. All right. So I'm going to use this one first. And all I'm going to do is, now I'm going to grab Dilutions. I love Dilutions because they're so vibrant. Now, also I have a video on here. I'll try to find it, but where you can make your own sprays. Now, you can make them with alcohol and food coloring if you want, or you can use water and your food coloring. And I put a little bit of white school glue in there just to help it adhere a little bit more. I'm talking a drop, and I mix it all up. You can use Rit dye, you can use food coloring, you can use paint, you can use acrylic paint and use that as your colorant with the water and water it down and spray it. The only thing I'm going to tell you, and this goes for whether you make it your own sprays or you buy sprays like these, because they all do it, is the nozzle will clog. Now, when I think about it, when I'm done using whatever inks, I have many inks that I've made, ink sprays I've made, and some that I use. I always will take this off when I'm done and get, like, you know, if you have an extra piece of paper sitting around or canvas or whatever you have in your art journal just to start a background on a page, and I will squirt this after I unscrew it so there's nothing left in the pump. I'll then put it back in. I will take the lid off, and then I will wipe with a paper towel or rag or whatever you have, wipe that off so it doesn't dry on there, because when you go to spray the next time, it'll clog. As you can see, it's not coming out because that little thing's clogged. So now I have to, and I do this all the time because I'm a stunad and I'm lazy, let's face it. I'm going to have to go fill my sink with hot water or get a container with hot water and put the nozzle in it so it will start working again. So let's try another color, because all my inks might be like this. No. And I'm just going to spray. See that? And then I'm going to lift up and look at that cool spray. No, I'm not worried about that. That doesn't bother me. These are going to be, what I love about Dilutions, and really when you make your own sprays, like I said, if you put a little white school glue in it or Mod Podge or whatever, colored hands, it helps because it'll help it become a little bit semi-permanent in the sense that when you reactivate it, it won't always, you know, lift up. But really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's all going to be delicious. So I'm just wiping that off so I don't run. So that's a stencil right there that I used. Now I can pick another stencil, and I'm just picking from the top here. I'm not really caring too much about what stencils I pick up or what the pattern is. I just want to add a little bit more. And this is AA004 on Endless Inspirations. That stencil. Yeah, you can see. So I like to put it a little bit crooked. Let's do a little orange. This is called Sweetened Orange from Dilutions. And I'm just going to give it a quick spray. The further away you do, the better off the pattern you'll get from your stencils. Like I said, I'm not really too concerned. But look at that. And I don't have my heat gun plugged in, so I can't really dry. But look at that. I love how you get the overspray, and that adds a whole other texture too. Now, what I do, like I said, when I have extra like this, you put it in your journal, you turn it over, give it a little wipe. I'm not a cleaner of stencils or stamps unless I'm using molding paste or something like that, and then I just leave it be. And that's what you get. You get like the opposite print, and it's just adding a little bit of something, something. And that's really what I'm going to do here, because I just wanted to add a little bit of color. So when I go in to add my next base color, which was probably, I think I'm going to stick with pinks in this. I'm really digging on, now I want you to see this. See this pattern right here? That's on that piece of scrapbook paper that I really, you know, I didn't know what I was going to do with, but now it made it a whole other thing. And I love it. And I love how it did on there too. You see the holes? It made it have its own design. I get so excited about these things. It's insane. Because I'm insane, let's face it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to use one more. This is Radiant Rain Shimmering Mist from Luminart. And let me tell you something. They sent this to me, Luminart, and they sent me, and I also got the I gotta get them out. They sent me sprays and they sent me paints, and I got to get them over there. I will in the next video bring them out and show you the paints that go with these. They're absolutely fantastic. But they're a great company, and like I said, they sent them to me, so I'm going to use one. Now, this is something that reminds me of my son. Music notes from when he was 3. He played piano by ear, and he was obsessed with playing piano and loved it, and keyboard and all that kind of thing. Unfortunately, he passed on, but little things that I can now finally let myself like, that he, you know what I mean, that he used to, that remind me of him, I guess, is I can do little bits at a time. And I guess those of you who have lost somebody that you really loved and who meant the world to you, you probably know what I mean. And this is yellow, and you know what I mean. I can't always think about them. It's really hard and strange, and I don't know. We'll move on from that. So I'm just going to turn this right here, and because then I'll start crying because I'm a big baby. There you go. And look, now if I put this on, I don't think I have any. If I put this down, it's going to soak it up. Let's see if I can put this on here and get that delicious mixture of colors onto this white tissue paper. And whatever goes on my canvas, I don't care. This is supposed to be fun and inventive, and you know, you're not supposed to, and you can see the cam off, you know, you're not supposed to beat yourself up. You're supposed to enjoy it. Now I got some, when I glue this down, I got some texture on there, and I love that. So that's basically what we are here. Like I said, I'm going to bring out some paints for the next one. I'm just doing these in small spurts because I don't want to go at 45 minutes of me doing this for you guys and you guys getting kind of, you know, bored. So I'll put like the next step on tomorrow. But you see how we're just building a little bit more texture to this. Now, the first layer is the napkins, and now we're did our second layer, which is, or the napkins and paper, and the second layer are these few sprays we did. Now, again, don't think to yourself, I don't have dilutions. I don't know, I got a mess over there of sprays, whatever brands there are, Luminart. I can't think right now of all the sprays I have over there. Anyway, the brands. Don't think because you don't have a name brand spray that you can't do this. Like I said, go to the Walmart, the CVS, the dollar store, get yourself a empty spray bottle. Put yourself some water in there. I do a little bit warm, not hot, but not cold, because it just, to me, it helps mix up better. I don't know if it does. Maybe it's just my weirdness. It might be. But, you know, you put your water, you put a little bit of your paint in there, you shake it up. If you have BBs at home, or, you know, metal balls or glass marbles or something like that small, you can put in there in your water bottle containers. So you can, when you shake it, it really gets all that stuff up from the bottom. So you can do that. Some Dilutions doesn't have it. I think I have a couple over there that do have things in the bottom. So you can definitely make your own. Like I said, food coloring is a great thing. I never can have enough food coloring. And you put that with water, you can make it in variations. You can mix your colors of your food coloring to make different sprays. You can use so many things. So don't feel like you can't do this. So many people have written me and said, you know, I don't have money. I can't go out and buy Dilutions or this or that. This is why I'm trying to show you that you don't have to. You know, I like showing you guys and teaching you guys that, hey, you don't have to go broke to start out. It's very simple. So in my next video, what I'm probably going to do is get, probably going to put paint down, and then I will make, you know, on camera, I'll use acrylic paint or food coloring and make my own spray. I got to find my empty spray bottles, but I'll make my own spray. So you can see how easy it is and how to do it. It's very, very simple. Also, if you go to your dollar store or your thrift store, especially after Easter, you can get the what are they called? The egg dyeing stuff, you know, where you get those little tablets and put those. People use those too. I've used those before. Everything works fantastic. There's nothing, I mean, think about it. If you sit and think about different items that you can use from home, you would be blown away. You don't have to spend a fortune. Anyway, I'm done preaching and all that kind of stuff. This is going to be our second layer right now. I just wanted a little bit to add a little bit of color. I'm going to show you a quick way, once this completely dries, on how to kind of seal it in a sense. So when you go on to the next level, you're not smearing everything and so it's one gooba color. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we'll do that next. It's very fun, very exciting, but it's coming together. And that's why I like to leave a little of the white showing. So when I do put the colors, you can see here, the colors that look different here, then here, you know, it just kind of all blends and it's really, really exciting. And, you know, I love the grunge look and everything like that. I don't know where exactly I'm going with this, but we'll see as we go. I've now picked out the colors that I'm going to probably base with this with and kind of do. So that's very exciting. So as always, any questions you have, leave them down below. I am going to be doing a small giveaway of acrylic paint. Just a few colors, nothing major, but so keep your eyes out for that. And like I said, let me know down below what kind of stencils you'd be interested in. What kind of shapes, what kind of stencil, whether you want it to be a small one like these, or you want a big one like this. You know, I think these are much easier to work with because you can move it in different things and it's not, you know, you don't have to have all kinds of space. But then again, you know, you lay this on here and you do your thing. I'm going to show you how to use paint as well with the stencils. But, you know, you let me know what you guys like, what you guys want to see and have a little giveaway with. I'm very excited to do stencils. I've made my own so far, so when I do the giveaway, I'll show you the ones that I've made. But it's very exciting, so I'm very thankful, you know, to be able to have the machine, and that is about it. I think that's all. I had a bunch of questions asked to me, and I can't recall right now. I gotta start writing this crap. I gotta get my room in order is what I gotta do. But anyway, I love you all so very much. Any questions, just ask. I will do my best to get back to you. And again, tag me if you have these done. I'm gonna be doing an art journal page coming up. The theme is flowers. That's what we're doing in the group. And I'm very excited about that. And that's about it. So as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I love you guys so, so very much. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.